go into a shop and they charge you 15.5%, you must immediately ask for refund there by the counter, right? Our people are going to be ripped off. When he says they can take, those who have already adjusted, they can take 15.5%, and then in 15 days' time, they will refund it back. Who's going to benefit from the interest of that money? Because money, wherever it's lying, supposed to generate interest. Before we came here, the reason why we are late, SABC asked us to start at 12:20 because they were going to interview the commissioner of SARS. So we had to wait for them. Very important people. Of course, we had to listen to. We also wanted to hear what he was saying, or what he wanted to say. So when we are there, he says, if the vendors, VAT vendors have already adjusted to 15.5%, and you go into a shop and they charge you 15.5%, you must immediately ask for refund there by the counter, right? So, which means our people now must go with calculators when they go shopping. That's what he says. After buying, you must calculate how much must be brought back to you. Why? And how many of our people have got such knowledge? Because our people don't even look at those things. They just take a receipt and off they go. Our people are going to be ripped off. When he says they can take, those who have already adjusted, they can take 15.5%, and then in 15 days' time, they will refund it back. Who's going to benefit from the interest of that money? Because money, wherever it's lying, supposed to generate interest. So people are going to keep our money in their bank accounts, and then say for 15 days, I'm keeping this money, we'll release after 15 days, and then they give you your money, and then they keep the interest. So we can't allow that. And what kind of SARS is this one that, agitate for two separate VATs? There must be a one of 15%, and there must be a one of 15.5%. If you are not convinced that there is uncertainty in this country, just listen to what SARS is saying. Just listen to what SARS is saying. No, others can take 15.5%, others can take 15%. SARS is supposed to say the VAT of South Africa is 15%. Anyone who's going to take more than that, it's an illegal activity. They must reverse it. They must go back to those vendors of VAT and tell them, whoever adjusted, go back to 15%. That will also be a demonstration that SARS respect the court. The court has now made a decision. Maybe they were doubting us and all of that. That's fine. The court has now made it very clear. The VAT in South Africa is 15%. Anyone who collects more than that, it's an illegal activity, must be charged with fraud. Fraud. Which law are you using to charge people 15.5%? So SARS can encourage people to engage in illegal activities. To say, charge more, you will refund it after 15 days is to encourage people to break the law. The law says 15%, and we must all respect that. We thank the parliamentarians of the EFF. They must not be discouraged. They must continue to work very hard and demonstrate to the people of South Africa that they made a terrible mistake on the 29th of May. Had they given this organization a proper mandate, they will not be where they are today. And they must know another opportunity is coming next year. If they want to make further mistakes, they must ignore the EFF. We cannot listen to those who have made it their business. People still write. I mean, there were people who were saying, the EFF was found wanting on this VAT issue. I'm like, are you an illiterate or what? But because we entered at a very complex level, some could not comprehend exactly as to what is the EFF saying. We're towering above their head, and they didn't have an appreciation. So the court has simplified it for them. Now they start realizing, no man, our savior is the EFF. And South Africa should know the EFF for that. The EFF is the savior of South Africa, and will continue to save them. Whether they love us or not, we love them. Thank you very much.